Check my phone every minute, waiting for your name again. And every time you sounded distant, my chest filled up with fear. I loved you louder than myself, needed you for every feeling. And somewhere in all that passion, I forgot how to breathe alone. I was terrified of losing you, so I held on too tight. I loved too hard till love became exhausting. Every fight left scars, but I still begged you not to leave. And now I understand, too much love can still destroy, because I gave you all of me till nothing stayed for me. I overthought your every text, turned silence into sadness. And every little change in you felt like the end of us. You call me too emotional, maybe you were right somehow, because loving you became the center of my whole world. I didn't know where love ended and obsession began. I loved too hard, and now we're just memories. But honestly, the hardest part is missing what destroyed me. I still miss you sometimes. I noticed every girl you followed, every smile you gave away. And slowly my insecurity started poisoning everything. You tried to reassure me gently, but fear was louder in my mind. And eventually our relationship collapsed under my overthinking. I loved you sincerely, but I loved you fearfully too. Ruined by jealousy, by fear of being abandoned, I held on to you too tightly, till your love slipped through my hands. And honestly, I hate myself sometimes for the damage my anxiety caused, because deep down all I wanted was reassurance and love. I turned little things into fights, read sadness into every silence. And somewhere between all the tears, we forgot how to love peacefully. Now your side of the story probably sounds completely different, but this song is my confession from the girl who couldn't calm her heart. Sometimes people hurt the ones they love, while trying desperately not to lose them. Ruined by jealousy, now your memory lives quietly inside me. And if I could relive I'm sorry for how broken I became. Every girl around you felt like someone I should fear. Even when you did nothing wrong, my anxiety stayed near. I hated how possessive my heart became with you, but losing you felt terrifying, even inside my imagination. Love started turning into panic without me noticing it. Jealous every night, starting fights and crying after. You said you needed space, but I only held on tighter. And maybe part of me knew I was slowly hurting you, but fear made me selfish, and love became toxic too. I checked your following sometimes, compared myself to every girl, wondering what they had that maybe I never could. You tried to calm me gently, but my mind kept creating storms, and eventually exhaustion started replacing romance. I was so scared of losing you that I pushed you away myself. Jealous every night, now silence fills the room instead. And honestly, I'd give anything to hear your voice again. I ruined us slowly. We stopped being two people and became an endless fight. Too attached to let go, too damaged to feel alright. Every conversation turned heavy, every small thing became pain, but neither of us walked away, even while drowning together. Love started feeling like survival instead of something beautiful. Too much us, too many tears and sleepless nights, too many words we can't take back, too many reasons why we broke apart. And somewhere between I love you and all the shouting in the dark, we lost the version of ourselves that fell in love at the start. I miss laughing with you softly, before jealousy changed me, before anxiety made love feel fragile every second. Now your side of the bed is cold, and silence echoes through my room. But honestly, the saddest thing is we still loved each each other deeply. Sometimes love alone isn't enough to save two broken hearts. Too much loss, and now there's nothing left but memories. Two people who loved intensely till it finally destroyed everything. I wish we loved each other healthier. Used to feel like comfort. Now every call feels tense, like we're both waiting for another fight before the night even begins. I started crying more than smiling, overthinking every little thing. And loving you stopped feeling warm, it started feeling exhausting. We held on to each other even while falling apart. Love became heavy, like carrying sadness every day. Every kiss felt temporary, every stay sounded afraid. And even when we held each other, distance lived between us still. Because too much pain inside love can slowly make hearts tired. I know I wasn't innocent. Jealousy changed the way I loved. I turned my fears into pressure till you stopped feeling safe with me. But honestly, you changed too. Cold replies and empty eyes, like we both watched our relationship disappear in slow motion. We loved each other deeply, but not healthily. Love became heavy till even silence hurt. And now your absence feels strange after needing you this much. I miss us before everything broke. I think I loved you out of fear, fear that nobody else would stay. So every time you pulled away, I panicked and held tighter. You became my comfort place, my favorite person, and my anxiety. And honestly, the combination destroyed me slowly. I confused attachment with forever. Fear of losing you made me lose myself instead. Every sleepless night filled with thoughts inside my head. And maybe love shouldn't feel like constantly begging someone to stay. But I was terrified of goodbye, I ignored the pain. So I ignored the pain. I watched your energy change slowly, watched distance grow between us. But instead of giving space, I only became more emotional. Now I replay old memories, trying to find where we disappear. Because losing you still hurts, even after all the damage. Sometimes fear ruins the very thing it tries to protect. Fear of losing you turned love into desperation, and now I'm left with memories and questions I can't escape from. I wish I knew how to love calmly. Another night, another fight, another maybe we need space. But somehow we still called each other before sleeping anyway. I cried in bathroom mirrors, trying not to ruin my makeup, while pretending to friends everything between us was okay. I got tired of pretending love wasn't hurting me deeply, crying again over someone I still can't hate. Even after all the pain, part of me still wants you to stay. And honestly that scares me, how attached I became, because loving you this intensely changed something inside me forever. You stopped saying I love you first, and I noticed every little difference. Like my heart became trained to search for signs you were leaving. Now silence fills my room where your voice used to live. And I hate how empty nights feel without you beside me. Maybe we loved each other at the wrong emotional age. Crying again, but this time there's nobody to call. Just memories replaying softly inside a dark, quiet room. I still sleep on your side sometimes. I kept rereading old messages, like somehow they could bring you back. Even the painful memories started feeling comforting. That's the scary thing about heartbreak. Your mind romanticizes damage, and suddenly loneliness makes red flags look beautiful again. I know we were unhealthy. So why do I still miss you this much? Toxic attachment feels like drowning willingly, knowing somebody hurts you, but still craving them desperately. And every time I almost heal, your memory pulls me underneath, because loving you became a habit I can't break easily. I still look for you in crowds sometimes, still expect your text at midnight. Even after goodbye, my heart didn't get the message. Friends say I deserve better, but healing takes longer than words, because part of me still belongs to the chaos we created together. Missing you isn't love, it's withdrawal from emotional addiction. Toxic attachment, now I finally understand it. You were my peace, you were just my strongest habit. I'm trying to let go slowly. I used to believe love was beautiful. Now I overthink every little thing. Every unread text feels personal. Every silence feels dangerous. You changed the way I love people. Now fear arrives before feelings. And honestly, I hate how much power heartbreak still has over me. You didn't just break my heart, you broke the way I trust. Broken by love, by promises that disappear slowly, by nights spent crying beside someone who stopped understanding me. And now even gentle people feel hard to believe in fully, because part of me still expects every love story to end painfully. I miss being soft without fear, before jealousy and anxiety lived here, before loving someone too deeply turned into emotional damage. Now I keep everyone distant, pretending I'm finally stronger, but honestly I'm just scared of feeling heartbreak again. Healing means learning. Not everybody will hurt me like you did. I hope love feels gentle someday. I noticed lost every girl you followed, every smile you gave away. And slowly my insecurity started poisoning everything. You tried to reassure me gently, but fear was louder in my mind. And eventually our relationship collapsed under my overthinking. I loved you sincerely, but I loved you fearfully too. Ruined by jealousy, by fear of being abandoned, I held on to you too tightly, till your love slipped through my hands. And honestly, I hate myself sometimes for the damage my anxiety caused. Because deep down all I wanted was reassurance and love. I turn little things into fights, read sadness into every silence. And somewhere between all the tears, we forgot how to love peacefully. Now your side of the story probably sounds completely different, but this song is my confession from the girl who couldn't calm her heart. Sometimes people hurt the ones they love, while trying desperately not to lose them. Ruined by jealousy, now your memory lives quietly inside me. And if I could relive our story, I'd love you softer this time. I'm sorry for how broken I became. Your hoodie still hangs in my room, like you might come back someday. And honestly, I haven't moved it, because letting go still hurts. Some nights I replay our memories till sunrise leaks through curtains, trying to understand how love disappeared so suddenly. We loved each other deeply, but not in a healthy way. Now you're gone, and silence feels louder than ever. No more late night fighting, no more hearing your voice. And maybe losing you was necessary for both of us, but that doesn't make goodbye hurt any less tonight. I'm learning how to exist alone without depending on your attention. Learning love shouldn't feel like constant emotional survival. And maybe someday I'll forgive myself for loving too intensely, because I know my heart was real, even when it became unhealthy. Some people are lessons, not forever. Now you're gone, but little by little I'm healing too. And even though our story ended, part of me will always remember you. Goodbye.